What's up? What's up, everybody? It's time for another edition of the Z Files. We are back after a little hiatus. We're glad to be back. We're glad to have you with us here on our YouTube channel, and we're on Facebook Live. We do the show, we record it, but we do it live on Facebook. So as people start to join on and jump on Facebook Live, I hope you are doing well. I hope everybody's okay. Say hello to me. And we are about to get into our show topics for today. We'll have a better angle for Facebook Live next time. I left my stand, but we'll make it do what we have for now. We're going to get into today's show. My name is Rod Z, by the way, and to my right, your left, is the man with the plan, the Haitian sensation who's sweeping the nation, Mr. Wesner Pierre. Wesner Pierre, ladies.
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
Yes, I.
Wakanda, baby. We are back, and we are back after having watched Black Panther as the movie that has swept the nation and tore the box office up. I've seen it twice. How many times have you seen it, Wes?
At least 4.
Really?
At least.
You
At least 4.
Wes, I went to see it twice. You went to see it four
At
times?
least 4 times. That's same thing with Blade. When Blade first came out, I saw it 4 times.
Wow. See, I don't, even if a movie's really good, this is my first time in forever. And you know I go to see a lot of movies. But this is my first time in forever going back to the movies. I usually be like, I'll wait to see it later on.
Because they're expensive. Movies have gotten expensive.
Yeah, but I like going to the movies. But I just was so blown away by the whole movie experience. And we're going to talk about all of that. So you went to see it 4 times. So I'm going to let you, and you're more detailed about movies than I am. So I'm going to let you get into the movie itself. Let me tell you what I got out of it.
Yeah, go ahead. We can just talk about it.
First and foremost, the love. People were going to see Black Panther. And, oh, by the way, it took me 4 times to go actually see it. Because every time I went, I would try to go early and catch it. Nowadays, if a movie's popular, you can't just go and see it like you used to. You can't just show up at the theater and go and see it now.
Right.
You got to get your tickets online and get your seats together, because what was happening the first 2 times I went, I got to the theater and the movies were sold out.
Yeah, we did Fandango online.
Yeah. You got to.
And we went on a Sunday, right at, like it's right before church let out.
Yeah.
So some people were still there, you know what I mean? We went on a Sunday, and it wasn't packed. At the time we went, it was like 10:30. You know, it wasn't too packed.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. I went. I called myself. I said, I'm not gonna go this weekend because it's gonna be packed. So
Rookie.
When the movie, no, I never go. I never
go
go to the movies
opening weekend. Yeah.
Forget it. I always wait till that Monday or Tuesday after the movie premieres. Right.
Right.
So I went Monday, sold out, and I went Monday at like 10 o'clock at night. Almost the last movie.
Sheesh.
Sold out. I went Tuesday. Sold out. This was weeknights. I wound up seeing the movie the next Monday, the last movie at 10:30 or 10:45.
Okay.
And that one wasn't as packed, but the movies before that,
Right.
they were sold out.
Right.
And this was a week later.
Right.
And that's what really got to me. And not only were people going to the movies, man, but people were dressed up. They had on dashikis.
Yeah,
they had on their wakunda. People had gotten costumes already.
Right.
Brother walked in. Brother walked in with a spear. I was like, you can't go in there. Nigga, are you crazy? People showing up with blowguns, man. You can't go in there with that.
No, it's good to see people having fun, having a good time.
Not only were they having fun, but people were wearing African traditional clothing, and they looked good in it.
Right.
They looked like I was like, this is us.
Right.
Not only were they representing the movie, they looked good doing it.
Right.
Plus, it was Black History Month.
Right.
Come on, man.
Right.
I think every time they come out with Black Panther, it should be during Black History Month. Yes, absolutely. Because it gave us pride. Listen, we ain't been this excited since Obama won president.
Right.
Tell the truth.
Right.
You went to see it 4 times.
I was excited because it was a good movie, and I'm a comic book fan.
Right. No, that was like added on to that.
Right.
Like you and I, we go see the Marvel movies.
Right.
We don't care who it is.
Right.
But for it to be the Black Panther, Like, we've been waiting on Black Panther for a while.
Right. It was done really, really good, man. It was really,
good.
really good.
Great cast. Forget all the men in the movie. I went to see the women. I went to see Angela.
Hey, man.
Angela was giving them work.
She gave him that work, man.
Angela was looking good.
She gave them young girls
with the
work.
gray hair and all. I was like, baby.
She gave them young girls at work.
Who is this man? It's me, baby. It's Rod. That's who it is.
Hey, auntie.
That ain't none of my auntie. Yeah, Angela was looking beautiful. No disrespect to her husband, but Angela was looking gorgeous.
Oh man, there's no disrespect.
My man,
he knows.
My man, Forrest Whitaker,
of course,
put it down.
Of course,
acting veteran, did a great job.
Man, to be honest with you, I think that Chadwick did an excellent job as Black Panther, but I think that he kind of took a back seat to everything that was going on.
And that's cool because it's going to come out again.
Exactly. It allowed him to be a hero, but at the same time, it let everyone else shine.
And be human.
Right.
Because a lot of these heroes' backgrounds, they're at the end of the day, they're heroes, but they have some of them have superpowers or they have money, but they're still people.
Right.
At the end of the day, they suffer loss, they suffer pain. All the heroes suffer some type of setback, and that's what makes them heroes because they're able to endure and press on and win. At the end of the day, win. So I just loved it, man. I think the whole scenario was good. It was good to see Black people having pride in their culture, and of course there were naysayers. There were negative Black people and white people saying, y'all extra. Why are y'all wearing this? Why? Listen, we looked good at the movies. We were selling the movies out, and we looked good while we were doing it.
Well, it's make-believe. It's a comic book movie, but maybe that was the spark that some people needed to actually research and look up their ancestry and their heritage. You get what I'm saying?
That's exactly the point I was making. People were saying, some people were making comments on social media saying, wow, after all this time, now all of a sudden y'all woke. Is this what it takes
maybe
for you to be proud of your heritage and your culture?
Maybe.
And my response to that was, if it is what it takes, why not?
Right.
It's Black History Month. You got a Black movie with a beautiful cast, a beautiful story. If this wakes people up like for my generation, our generation, when we were coming up, it was the 90s hip hop artists. It was Queen Latifah, X-Clan, Public Enemy.
Right.
They bought that social consciousness through music.
Right.
Now we have a movie that's bringing like a whole new generation to their social consciousness, and we have a hero, a Black freaking superhero. So if this is what it takes, then why not?
Right.
Why not? What's the big deal? Are you mad because people didn't know? There are a lot of people who are socially conscious, and there are people planning trips right now to go to Africa.
Right, because of a make-believe movie. It just woke them up.
It woke them up.
So it's
what's wrong with it? That's all I'm saying.
What's wrong?
And then
if it's positive, so
absolutely.
It's people read books, fictional books all the time and get inspired. People watch movies all the time and get inspired. So what's the difference between people seeing this movie and getting inspired?
Well, and I made a post on social media on my Facebook page, one of my Facebook pages, and I said, look, Wakanda is not an imaginary place. It exists. We just have to build it. Start in your own communities.
I got you.
Like it's a real place, and even if it isn't a real place, it's ours. Even if it's a make believe land, it's ours, and it's a beautiful place.
Right.
So let us have our moment. If y'all can go to Never Never Land, let us have our moment.
Let me
Y'all,
some of these
y'all
same
mad
people,
because we got Black Panther.
Well,
y'all had Pink Panther.
some of this is ridiculous.
Y'all had Pink Panther. Can we have something?
Pink Panther's a great movie, by the way.
It's hilarious.
Those same people who are criticizing folks for dressing up, do they criticize folks when they dress up for Star Wars, Star Trek, and Comic-Con and all this other stuff?
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying?
And listen, in defense of that, I'm a big Star Wars fan, a big Star Trek fan, and people always come to the movies on premiere night, and they have on all these
all the time,
things,
man.
and nobody has
Batman,
anything to say. And now all of a sudden you got a problem with it. Well, you're just gonna have a problem with it because Black Panther is here to stay.
Real quick, you said you're a Star Trek fan. Are you old school Star Trek? Or you like Next Generation and all that? Or you?
James T. Kirk
Okay.
mostly, and I like the new movie series that
Okay.
they got the younger guy
Yeah,
where
yeah,
they start
yeah,
from
yeah.
the very beginning.
Okay.
Love them.
Okay. All right.
I don't like Next Generation necessarily with LeVar Burton.
Okay. I thought I was the only one.
I jumped off
I
after
thought I was
that.
the only one.
I'm
I'm old school. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah. Kirk fighting
Captain's Locks.
fighting the Lizard Man. Kirk.
Start it. Yes. Yes. That's the Star Trek I grew up and I like. Leonard Nimoy, baby. After Leonard Nimoy them, I'm like, y'all all right.
Right.
But I like the new version. The movies that they make. Oh, they have been excellent.
I haven't seen the new ones. There's a latest one with the young lady from The Walking Dead, and she's the captain.
Okay.
I haven't seen that black lady. She was one of the I guess she was a main character for a while on the season of Walking Dead. I forget her name, but
I'm not a Walking Dead fan.
Yeah. I think it's called Star Trek Odyssey or something like that. Is it?
Okay,
maybe,
I heard the
maybe
name.
Yeah, I think it's on CBS or something. I haven't seen it, but I'm old school Kirk, and I like the new movies. They're pretty good.
Shout out to Black Panther though. Yeah. Great job. Hey, do you have the numbers? Can you give us the box office?
Let's see.
Put the box office numbers up. Let the people see what Black Panther's doing.
Well, let's see. Right now they said it's close to 900 million worldwide.
Say what?
900.
Now, what was the budget for the movie?
Good question. That I don't have. I think it was like 100 something.
I know they made their money.
It was like
back.
100 something million. I think
they blowing it out the
water.
Of
course. But what's interesting is it says the breakdown. It says 501.1 million is North America, and then 396.6 million international box office. So globally, we're looking at 897.7 million. This is so far.
That's a lot.
This is only week 3.
And how long is it projected to stay in the movies?
I don't know.
It's almost done.
That
how long do movies stay in there? Like a month?
If they're doing good, they're gonna keep them there. They'll keep them rolling.
They'll keep them rolling until
they'll keep them rolling a while. Yeah.
And people are still going
to see it, man. Yeah. Shoot.
I might go see it again.
What was your favorite part? Or my characters or part, or what did you...
Favorite part of the movie? There were so many parts. Comedy-wise, are you done?
Yeah.
Are you done? That was hilarious.
Yeah.
And the fact that they bought him, he was a rival. I can't think of the character's name. M'Baku. He wanted to be king.
He's supposed to be the man ape.
The man ape.
Yeah, the man ape.
He lost fair and square. He stayed loyal to the crown, and he saved Black Panther. He kept him alive, and I like how cool he was because he was like, "Come with me." Like I already got the brother.
Right.
I ain't let nobody know he here.
Right. To me, that part was a little predictable.
Yeah.
I when they went to him, I was like, I bet you got him. I bet you
he had him.
Yeah.
And that's my brother's keeper. He had his back, and he kept him alive, and he helped. He was a pivotal part in it. And then in the end, when he said he wasn't going to help, he still came and helped, and they came through.
Right, because he ain't stupid. He said, hey, when he gets done.
When he get done with y'all, what you think going to happen next?
Exactly. So there was a little selfishness there. He was like, I'm going to look out for y'all, but at the same time, I ain't trying to get wiped out too.
Die for y'all.
Right.
I like this little spot I got up here. Oh, my favorite character?
Yeah.
The general. She was ride or die. Okoye. Listen, that chick was so real.
Yeah, man.
She's like, I'm loyal to the throne. I'm going to do what I'm supposed to do.
Yeah.
But you could tell she wanted to help.
Yeah.
And in the end, she like, I got to throw down for the king. The king is alive. I'm rolling with my dog.
That brother ain't got no luck because he almost died and get out by the hands of a woman. And he almost died in Black Panther by the hands of a woman.
Yeah, he
Daniel
sisters ain't no joke.
He ain't doing too good.
No, but the women love him. The ladies love him.
It was funny though. It was just funny. I was like, hey man, you better put that weapon down before you get stabbed. She's like, would you kill me, my love, for the crown? You about to
absolutely
die.
No doubt. Yeah, she was serious. My love, would you kill me?
I'm just waiting for the lip tattoos to start surfacing.
Oh boy,
That's
I hope not. That's one part I don't want. I don't think they can do it. That's a lot of pain.
With a will, there's a way. People are getting
mind is
people
powerful.
get their eyeballs tattooed, man.
Oh, Jesus.
Come on, man.
I hope don't nobody get their lips done.
Oh, it's gonna happen. Trust me.
I hope to
It's
God not.
it's coming.
Let me pray about this
It's
in the
coming.
name of Jesus. So it was a
It's
great
coming.
movie. What was your favorite part and favorite character?
Hmm.
You love the whole movie.
Yeah, except for the little part I told you that was a little predictable, but I wish that I just wish that there was some sort of redemption or reconciliation at the end with Killmonger.
He had to die.
Not necessarily. I think he showed with his aggression showed T'Challa another way, and I think if they could find a way to keep him alive, or if he could, maybe they could have changed his mind, or maybe they could have showed him and T'Challa,
Sorry, Facebook Live.
reconcile in some kind of way. But I do understand for the sake of keeping it like similar to the comics, he had to go. Yeah. But I just wish that part of it, they instead of killing him, arrested him or locked him up or something or whatever. But I understand why he had to die.
I think both of us enjoyed the casino scene.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite parts. It had that James Bond flavor.
Man, it was such a James Bond feel. Like
they was fly. They was dressed up in a tuxedo.
It was cool, man.
Everybody was chilling. Oh, your boy was funny too.
Claw?
Claw.
Yeah. Trying to give him the SoundCloud.
He was hilarious. And when he was locked up, don't hurt me.
Yeah. No more.
He was hilarious. I hated that he died for him because I was like, he would be a great villain for part 2.
He died quick, man.
Because he was a
He
good.
died quick.
I want to see him in some other movies. He did a heck of a job.
Yeah, because in the comic books, he's the one who kills T'Chaka. T'Challa's father. He's the one who actually kills him or whatever. But they took pieces from every rendition of the Black Panther because there were several writers who kind of told the story, and then they added some new characters and everything. So I thought it was pretty good, man. The General Okoye was dope, of course.
Yeah.
And what I liked about it too was they showed the women in prominent positions without having to diminish the role of the man and making them look weak. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. They allowed the men to be strong. They supported the men. They cheered them on.
Everybody had a role to play. Everybody played their part, and no one got out of pocket. Everyone respected. Okay, she's the general. Respect. No one. That was it. End of story. And her husband, I guess he was, the dude from the River Tribe.
Right.
Yeah. Even him, they were there together, but he understands that that's her job, that's her role.
That's her job, and he yielded to her.
Right.
And he yielded out of respect for not only the crown and his kingdom, but he yielded out of respect for her.
Right.
He like, this my love.
Right.
And that's what I liked about it. He said, my love.
Right.
Like they loved each other.
Right.
So it was dope, man.
It's pretty good, man.
Speaking of Black Panther, I have an interesting story, and this is a 2-part story because it's a lesson to be learned from this, but it's also there's a lesson to be learned, but there's also a deeper meaning of the maturity of this young lady. To my Facebook Live watchers, I apologize. I didn't bring my stand for my iPad, but if you want to see how our set looks and how good this looks on YouTube, please go to YouTube and look for the Z Files channel and subscribe right now, and you can actually watch it right now, right?
No, we're not.
No, not right now because we got to put it up.
Yeah, we're gonna put it up.
But thank you for joining us tonight. We're gonna have the actual show up on Tuesday.
Yes.
We're going to have the actual show, and we're going to start showing the show on Tuesdays. We'll promote it. I'll put the link up, and you'll be able to watch it. And once we get done with the show editing it, he's going to send it to me, and I'll put it up on my Facebook pages. So have no fear. I'm sorry for the angle tonight. We will improve on that, but thank you for joining us anyway. And you can listen along and enjoy this. But I have another story about Black Panther, and this is very interesting. It's a 2-part story, so stay with me. So the first part I need you to understand is there's an actress that says she passed on the Black Panther role because she's a biracial, light-skinned American. And her name is Amandla Stenberg. She says she walked away from Black Panther because of her skin complexion and that it was lighter than that of the other cast members, and she wanted to give darker-skinned actors a space. One of the most challenging things for me to do was to walk away from Black Panther, she told CBC. I got really, really close, and they were like, do you want to continue fighting for this? And I was like, this isn't right. She added, these are all dark-skinned actors playing Africans, and I feel it would have just been off to see me as a biracial American with a Nigerian accent just pretending that I'm the same color as everyone else in the movie. Okay. Also, she said it was really challenging to make that decision, but she has no regrets. She continued to recognize 100% that there are spaces that should not be taken up. And when I do take up a space, it's because I've thought really, really critically about it, and I've consulted with people I really trust, and it just feels right. The Everything, Everything actress also talked to Essence magazine about dropping out of a plane to T'Challa's sister, Shuri, which was played by Letitia Wright. I was in the audition process for it. Then I decided to not continue with the process because I thought it wouldn't be right for me to be a biracial light-skinned actress. So in this movie, when all the lead actors were dark-skinned and they were in an uncolonized Africa. So let me go back to how I felt about it initially, because initially, and I'll get more into myself, I want to read some of the responses of the people that got on social media and responded to me, and they kind of helped open my eyes and made me go back and read it again. So my response to this,
Were you on a soapbox?
no, this is what I felt. So my response was, this is why we must teach our youth and give them their history of who they are. I think this is sad. I said this poor baby is uncomfortable, and this if this story is real about her complexion. She doesn't realize that there are people in Africa who look white and are very light-skinned but are still black. There was absolutely no reason for her to feel uncomfortable in this scenario, and she may have very well missed out on a grand opportunity. But she is very talented and very beautiful, and I'm sure she will do well in Hollywood. So I said that about...
You know how I feel about that?
How do you feel?
What about what you just said?
What did I say?
Remember when T'Challa went to go see his dad in the ancestral realm? The second time?
Yeah.
You're wrong. All of you are wrong.
Why? How was I wrong, man? So we had some responses on Facebook.
Right.
And I thank all of the people for joining in on this topic. So Sabrina Sessom, she said, I don't think she made a poor decision, and I'm with her. And she put an exclamation point, and she was done with it. So she just cussed me out.
I agree. I understand why she did it.
I understand too.
I understand why she did it. I can respect that. You know,
I respect it totally, because after reading some of the comments, I realized something. I realized that the reason she did it was for, first of all, the legitimacy of the movie, the look of the movie, the history part, getting that part right. And it was a very mature decision by this young lady.
And knowing how the industry is.
Plus, she got plenty of movies.
Well, it's not just that. It's knowing how the industry is. How many people do you know would have, turned the role down and said, no, we don't have enough darker skinned people represented in movies and on TV and on the big screen. So let me step aside.
She took
and
a
let
stand.
Yeah, and let someone darker represent. And then look how it turned out. The young lady who played Shuri knocked it out of the park.
And I became an even bigger fan. And then after reading some of the remarks of some of the people that got on here and their comments,
what did I say?
You said, now you know I'm too light skinned for them to let me in Wakanda. That's
right.
something. Now, you know I'm too light to get into Wakanda. That's what you said. That's what you said.
They would have stopped me at the gate.
They would have stopped you, man.
They would have stopped me, just like they stopped Killmonger. Like, what's this?
Let me see. Diane Chile. What's up, Sister Chile? She says, I think it was more about her realizing that this was a unique opportunity for her less cast, darker skinned sisters than about her being uncomfortable. Although I have seen in other articles that he had the other young lady in the mind from the beginning anyway. Juan Pittman said, don't get me started. I've been confused my whole life. One reason I gave up doing comedy was due to my complexion. I don't know what that got to do with it. And not feeling comfortable with understanding the best approach to take with different crowds. I'm black, know nothing about the black experience, but those that don't know me personally can get offended by delivery and subject matter. That's legit too. Trish Jenkins said, I applaud her insight and sensitivity. She recognized the importance of the project. I have to disagree with the original poster of the article, she is very aware. The poster may have forgotten that Wakanda is supposed to be uncolonized. And that was one of the major reasons, too. Wakanda is an uncolonized, it's a fictional place, but the history of it is uncolonized Africa.
Right.
And most of the people of that time would have been dark-skinned.
Right.
So I get it.
Right.
I think after reading it, and I thank the people so much, and I'm not too big or too proud to say that I was wrong initially, but let me tell you why wrong. Let me tell you why I said what I said.
All of you.
And I agree with the people, and I gave them props for their point of view. And it actually made me go back and read the article again.
Okay.
The reason I think I was upset is because I'm such a fan of this young lady.
Right.
She did a great job in the movie, Everything.
I haven't seen that.
It's a great movie.
Okay.
She did an awesome job on that. Very, very elegant, beautiful sister. Very smart. You can tell she's smart just by the way she played this role.
Okay.
Very mature. And I think because I saw like, what? You had a chance to be in this movie? So because I'm a fan of hers, then I was like, oh, man, this sister should have been in this movie. I think she would have killed it. She would have knocked it out of the park, which I do think that.
Right.
But another part that I'm concerned about is when you talk about the history of Africa, yes, if you talk about an uncolonized Africa, you got to kind of make way for the dark-skinned actor and actresses, because how many times have we had white people playing black roles, Egypt, Cleopatra?
They did it with the Native Americans. They did it with
everybody.
It happens.
So it is time.
That was the industry at the time. That's what they did. They just decided they weren't going to cast certain people for certain roles.
It's time for whether it's make believe or real. It's time for everybody black to be included. I thought she would have been fine in this role, and she would have done just as good. And see, I really wouldn't have delved too far into the fact that she was light skinned. It wouldn't have, because I think I would have been more into the movie.
Right.
But at the same time, after reading these comments, I do understand the point that they're coming from, and it made me like the sister even more because she was very mature for her to pull back. Plus, she's gonna be paid because she's very talented and a great dynamic.
There are other opportunities.
She's got plenty more opportunities. So at the end of the day, all's well that ends well.
It's kind of like, remember that Michael Jackson TV movie, and they cast a white man to play Michael Jackson, and that's one of the things he said he didn't want to happen to him. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like that stuff like that.
I didn't see that.
Yeah.
They had a white man play Michael?
Yeah.
We will not have it.
We will not have it.
We will not have it. Heck no.
So her understanding that those kind of things happen, the lighter skin, black people are pushed in the forefront, because think about, like you said, the 90s, the music, even the music videos, the TV shows.
Everybody was light skinned.
Well, we had a good run, like Living Single, Martin.
I'll be sure.
Well, they had
Whitley.
At the time they had darker skinned people on TV, from the TV shows that we were watching. Everything was cool.
But they was hating on the brothers and sisters,
Yeah, but
we had to play the background. Now we up in the front.
Not
the
with,
chocolate baby.
Not with like a different world Cosby Show, Martin.
Man, look, the only thing we was good on was Roots.
Moesha.
The only lead roles we got was Roots.
So you can have that.
Slave roles. Now we in the front. We Black Panther, baby. Darkest.
Crazy.
Dark-skinned people stand up and unite.
I told you, man. They locking the Wakanda doors on me. The gates.
No, but here's my biggest concern. In our history, the diaspora of black people all over the world, we have people that look like Lena Horne.
Right.
And they are black.
Right.
Arthur Ashe is black.
Right. She's black. She just understood, the representation.
She understood.
Yeah, she understood the,
I think it's a beautiful thing on both sides of it. I think what she did was honorable and noble, and it was a smart thing to do, and it shows a lot about her character. I think she's gaining more fans now, and people may not have even seen her before than ever, because she's shown her character.
Right.
And it appears that she's smart and very mature, and I'm an even bigger fan now. I think I got upset initially and didn't even read the whole article because I was
loud and wrong.
What? Yeah, but I kept the story up because of the response that I was getting from everyone. And I gotta say this too. On social media, it's our responsibility as especially black adults, mature adults, to number one, make sure we read the story and make sure we got the whole picture before we make a comment, which I undoubtedly didn't do. But I left it up for a reason. I left it up because the people that responded, not only did they respond with great information and a great perspective,
Right.
they responded maturely. They didn't go off on me. I didn't get mad. They didn't come at me like, brother, you don't know what you're talking about. It wasn't. It was more like what Facebook should be.
Hold my beer.
What?
Hold my beer. I'll get on there and cuss you out if that's what you want.
No, man. People responded in a great way. So that's why I left it up. And I thank all the people, Diane, Chili, Juan Pittman. Juan Pittman made a great point, and I would like to discuss that with him later on. Tish Jenkins, LaShonda Brown. LaShonda Brown said, I commend her for recognizing that she might not be in the right role. Lolita Wright was amazing as Shuri. Amandla is doing just fine. She has a few films that are about to come out. So she was like, she good. So Coretta Murphy, I agree. Wakanda has not been colonized. It's a chocolate paradise. That's what Coretta called it. And I also love Amandla, and she's a great actress. Her name means power. I did not know that. See, when you're willing to listen to other sides, you can be educated, even if you still don't agree with them.
Right.
Like, I don't agree with them 100%, but I agree with them. The reason I don't agree with them 100% is because I still think the sister should have been in the movie, number one, as a fan. But number two,
we will not have it.
We will not have it. But I think that as a people in today's era, number one, this was a make-believe movie.
Right.
This was a superhero movie. It was make-believe. So I get you want to be accurate for the uncolonized Africa's sake, but I think you could have put her in a movie and it really wouldn't have mattered because it's a fictional movie.
But it's important.
It's important. And that's what I'm saying. I was conflicted.
Especially the kids.
Especially for
the
kids
to see people that look like them on screen.
I was conflicted. But the other part of it was, when are we as a people going to get over light skin, dark skin? Because we all black. That's what I'm saying. And like I said, for history's sake, it is important. But for the overall, because there are black people in this country that have a complex because their skin is dark.
Right.
And there are black people in this country and in this world that have a complexion about their skin because they're light skin.
You think it's bad here. You need to go to the Caribbean.
That's what I'm saying. So we got to stop. At the end of the day, I just want us to love each other and accept our beautiful different tones, our different shades.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Right.
So we've spoken about Black Panther at some extent now. We need to move on to the next topic. I guess we're going to keep on talking about Black Panther.
There will be no challenge.
There will be no challenge today. There will be no challenge. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and get ready to wrap the show up. We're going to talk about the Oscars.
Whoa. We got to address this.
We got to address our mental slave. Wes, I'm going to let you take this story away.
I'm just gonna play a little bit of audio.
We need you to listen to this chick,
play
man.
a little audio real quick. Hold on.
I thank God for slavery.
Turn it up.
I thank God for the crack house.
Mm.
If it wasn't for the crack house, come on somebody, God wouldn't have never been able to use me how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
Hold on.
For the crack house. If it wasn't for the crack house, come on somebody, God wouldn't have never been able to use me how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree, how he can use me now. And if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree, use me now. And if it wasn't
Quit
for
playing
slavery,
that mess, man. Cut it off. Just stop it.
I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree.
She made black people look bad. She made Christians look bad. You notice she only got like a couple hand claps in the back, and it was probably her person that came with her.
That was Kimberly Daniels.
Kimberly Daniels, who is a Florida lawmaker. Yes.
She is Florida State Representative Kimberly Daniels.
Wow. I'm going to let you speak on this, bro, because she just messed that whole...
Well,
she got her black card revoked. She can't get it back either. They'll let Omarosa back. No, they can't let...
Man.
She right down there with Omarosa.
I don't know what to say, to be honest with you, man.
Why? Why would you say that?
If it wasn't for slavery.
Well, if it wasn't for slavery, I might be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree. We will not have
We will not have it.
Why? Why would you say that, Miss Daniels?
Like
I try not to curse.
ignorance. You know what it is? It's ignorance.
No, it's not ignorance.
Because
It's stupidity.
well,
Because
it's
if it
a
was
combination.
ignorance,
It's a combination.
ignorance is she didn't
Lack
know
of knowledge.
anything.
Lack of knowledge.
She knows better.
No, I'm talking about lack of knowledge on the like she's commenting on Africa as it's just like it's a little city or something. You get what I'm saying?
And that's what a lot of people think.
We're talking it's a giant continent that you can fit
it's several
most of,
countries.
that you can fit most of the other continents on.
It's several
you know.
different countries too, with different ethnicities, backgrounds,
Different belief systems,
different beliefs, different religions.
different ethnic groups,
Oh my
languages, dialects.
Every religion you probably can find
so
in Africa.
she marginalized Africa. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Just saying, oh, I'd be somewhere in Africa worshiping a tree. Like, we going down the street, we going downtown Orlando. And
there are African Christians. There are Muslim Christians.
African Muslims, you mean?
African Muslim. I'm sorry.
Muslim Christians. You just invented something.
I sound like Miss Daniels now.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know what her logic or thinking was. Y'all pray for her.
This is she's in the same category as that Popeye's chicken lady.
And you know, I feel bad for the Popeye's chicken lady because she's just trying to listen. She by now that sister has bought some houses, or at least a nice house and a couple of cars. She's doing well.
Amen.
If you have a series of commercials,
Amen.
She's making money like your girl from Progressive.
That's different.
Nah, man, not when you're trying to pay bills.
That's different.
But I don't think she's trying to be a sellout. Somebody got to be the face of Popeyes.
You know what? No, she's in the same category as that boy's mother who let him wear that monkey shirt from H&M.
There you go. Now you're talking.
How are you gonna thank someone for enslaving a whole group of people and then try to turn around and say it was divine intervention because you'd be somewhere worshiping a tree?
She's got that Stockholm syndrome.
I haven't met an African yet that worshiped the tree or said anything like that. You get what I'm saying? I know quite a few Africans straight from the motherland, you know. I haven't met one yet.
I do not understand.
We will not have it.
We will not have it. I'm trying to get this right. There's people still hanging on here, though. I thank them for joining us.
I'm trying not to cuss, man. I'm really trying.
Let's move on. How about we do that? We played it for you. We just wanted you to know that there are black people out there that think the way she thinks, that actually get a microphone and have a platform, which goes back to my saying that I hope everybody realizes that everybody does not deserve a platform.
You know what else?
We may not even deserve one, but at least we're not going to say anything stupid like that. And if I ever do, please come get me.
I got you. I got backhand. I got you.
Please.
But you know what else this shows too is when you vote someone into a position,
and you don't know who they are.
You don't know who they are, and you think they're going to represent your best interests and do something for your community, and then they get up there and say something. You know, she's not the only person that feels that way.
That's in office.
Well, not just in office. Black person. She's not the only black person that feels that way. Yeah, that's true. There are a lot of people feel that we went to slavery and it was a good thing that we did.
What's the two sisters' name that support Trump, who just basically are getting paid to just say whatever just to support him?
Who's that?
You haven't seen the two sisters that they be defending him to the death, bro. I can't remember their names. Tiny and I don't know their names. It's
Heckle and Jekyll?
That's what they look like. But they defend Donald Trump. I'm going to find them, and we'll talk about that.
And Jemima and Miss Buttersworth?
No. See, let's move on.
I'm just asking. Oh, my Popeye's chicken.
Hey, man, you go leave the sister on Popeye's chicken. Leave her alone.
You know what? You're right. I'm wrong.
You're not totally wrong.
I'm wrong. I'm wrong.
But it is sad.
I'm wrong.
Because she's just trying to do her job.
Just like Jerry Rice and them biscuits. That
But-
Popeye's football helmet he had on, right? I'm wrong.
They took that commercial down so quick.
Just Mary J. Blige had a song. She was singing about crispy chicken one time. It was like a McDonald's or Burger King commercial.
Ooh.
They pulled that quick. It just doesn't, don't sound right, man.
Oh boy. You got to be careful about the roles you take. It's hard being black, man. It's just so hard because you got to you got to do the right thing by your people, man. You want to be successful, but you can't do it, man. You got to be careful nowadays. And people are so sensitive. But we have a right to be sensitive, man. We've been through so much, and we just tired of it, and we're not putting up with it.
But I do think some people are oversensitive.
Yes, there are
Over the
oversensitive
top.
people,
Over the top.
but in this case, no.
She's straight lunatic.
She got to go.
Straight lunatic, man.
She needs to be put on the list with
Stockholm
all
syndrome.
She's been
Bedouin.
You could tell by her suit that she old school though.
Hey, man.
She's one of those uneducated old school people.
That has nothing to do with
That has a
the
position.
suit has nothing to do with it.
No, that suit will tell you a lot because that suit she had on was it's a hot mess.
All right, let's
Let's
move
go
on. Let's
on.
move on,
We're
man.
going to wrap the show up, and we're going to end with a great story. Last night, the Oscars. First of all, I want to give a shout out to my main man, Little Rel, who was at the Oscars for his role in Get Out. Little Rel Horry, I've been on the road with him from Chicago, Illinois. He's doing it big right now, and it seems like it came overnight, like an overnight success.
Right.
But it really hasn't been. It's been a long, hard, dedicated road, and he's getting his props.
He's on Insecure too, right?
He's on Insecure. He's got a new movie coming out, Uncle Drew.
Okay.
He's got a leading role in that, and I'm proud of him. And when I see him, I get excited because I'm like, if Lil Rel can do it, I can do it.
Right.
So I'm excited about that. And I want to talk to him. I'm going to try to actually get him on the show to talk about his Oscar experience. But let's talk about what happened last night at the Oscars. One of my favorite athletes of all time, because he is a Los Angeles Laker, because he's one of the greatest Lakers of all time, because he's the first basketball player to get 2 numbers retired with his name over it, did something that not even Michael Jordan or LeBron James has ever done. He walked away with an Oscar. That's right. At Sunday night's 90th Annual Academy Awards, Kobi Bryant won another trophy, this one for the Oscar in the animated short category. Bryant, the retired Los Angeles Lakers star, brought home the golden statue for his contributions to the animated short Dear Basketball, based on a poem he wrote in 2015 announcing his impending retirement from basketball. As executive producer, Bryant accepted his Oscar from Star Wars star Mike Hamill. He shared the award. Mark Hamill, I'm sorry.
Get it right.
He shared the award with Disney animator Glenn Keane. And Kobe for writing Dear Basketball, it's a message for all of us. Keane said during his acceptance speech, whatever form your dream may take, it's through passion and perseverance that the impossible is possible. Bryant, who seemed in disbelief and had to take a deep breath as he repeatedly looked at his Oscar, then delivered a message. I don't know if it's possible, Bryant reported. I mean, as basketball players, we are really supposed to just shut up and dribble. But I am glad we do a little bit more than that. He thanked his wife, Vanessa, and his 3 daughters, naming each of them. He spoke a few words of Italian, a language he learned as a child growing up in Italy, and closed by telling them, "You are my inspiration." Among those offering their congratulations via Twitter were Hall of Famers Magic Johnson, Bill Russell, and Shaquille O'Neal, Bryant's former Laker teammate, who admitted, "I'm jealous." So shout out and big ups to the Black Mamba, who is still winning. How cool is that?
That was cool, but you know what I said when I was watching it? I saw it with my wife. I said, I bet you somebody's, with all this Oscar, Hollywood allegations, I bet you somebody's going to bring up his old case.
Of course.
And try to
so what?
shed some negative light on it or whatever.
So what? So what? This brother won MVP for the NBA Finals. He's won gold medals. He's won championships. And then to leave.
Shout out to the Celtics.
Shut up. And then to leave. And then to leave the NBA.
Beantown, stand up.
With a future in mind to do something different and still win at it is a great testament for all of us because he never looked back. He misses basketball, I'm sure, but he went at this with a passion, and he's still winning, man.
Man, bump Kobe.
No, don't do that.
Bump Kobe.
Do not disregard Kobe's genius. And if you like to see Dear Basketball, you can catch it. You can check it out on YouTube. Go to YouTube and look at Dear Basketball, and it's a good story, man. It's well animated.
Can I hate for a little bit?
No, you cannot.
Can I hate?
You can't. None of the Boston Celtics in history have an Oscar. None of them.
So what?
I think this is a great story that this brother
So what?
who left the NBA is doing it big
So what?
and doing it in a mighty
tell me
special
this.
way. Can it kick?
My.
Shout out to Kobe Bean Bryant. Also, shout out to my main man who really inspires me because I want to do something just like him, Jordan Peele, for Best Original Screenplay
Dope movie.
of Get Out.
Dope movie. It was pretty good.
He won an Oscar last night.
It's pretty good, man.
So
Good movie.
we doing things. We're doing it big. Jordan Peele, and he looked very smooth and dapper in his white dinner jacket last night. But congratulations to Kobe Bryant and Jordan Peele, who Get Out was also nominated for Best Film. And
Was it in the comedy section?
No,
Best comedy? No.
it's a.
I mean
it's a
horror.
horror film.
Horror. It was.
And then the young man who starred that had the leading role, he was nominated for Best Actor.
Oh, it was gonna get nominated for a horror. I mean a comedy, but Jordan Peele was like, it's a horror movie. It's not a comedy movie.
And you know what I liked about Jordan Peele was he said that he wrote. It took him a couple of times to write it. I read the article.
Right.
He stopped writing it, and he'd get back on it, and then he'd stop, and he'd start again. And what I liked about it was the fact that he persevered and went ahead and finished it, and it turned out to be an Oscar-winning movie.
Yeah, nothing happens overnight, basically.
And he basically said that he didn't think it was going to work, but he just kept on writing it anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and break the news on the Z-Files.
What are you breaking?
I've been holding this back for the longest, but I'm so inspired by Kobe Bryant, and I'm inspired by Jordan Peele, and all of our black actors and actresses, and some of the white ones too, and different races of people, because there are always people who on the Oscars who really go up there and they inspire you because it's a dream for them. But I'm going to
Hold on a second.
you gonna make it effect. You gonna make it real.
Man. Hold on, man.
All right, he's gonna put a sound effect on.
Hold on, man.
I'm going to break the news right here on the Z-Files before we go and wrap the show up. Shout outs to everybody on Facebook Live.
I gotta give you something.
That's the music you
Breaking
chose.
news, something, man. I gotta give you something.
There it is. And now on the Z-Files.
Ladies and gentlemen, this just in. Rod Z has some important announcement to make. We here in the studio, we're not sure what is going on exactly. Take it over, Rod.
We're not sure what's going on. I've been inspired, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm writing a one-man stage play called The Messengers. I'll have more information to you as it comes. I'm writing a play about 5 black characters. I'm in the middle of the 3rd character now. It's 5 black figures from the black community. One of them is a pastor. One of them is a U.S. military veteran. One of them is a black police officer. Did I say pastor already?
Yes.
One of them is a little boy of 7 who turned 17 right before your eyes. He's a drug dealer. And I haven't figured out what the last part is going to be, but it's called The Messengers. I'm excited about it. I'm going to do it. My plan is to do it in the, I forgot about my live watchers. My plan is to do it and premiere it in the Dr. Phillips Performing Arts Center. And I'm excited.
That's
I'm
pretty dope,
inspired and excited.
That's pretty
so
dope,
I don't know what the award is for stage plays, but I'm going to work hard on this, and my goal is to win this award.
I figured if you just do it and just keep on trucking, and you know, what I mean, the awards and the money and all that stuff will definitely come. But I think the art is, you know, the most important thing.
You're absolutely right.
You know.
And I'm not writing it for that.
No, I understand.
But now that I see these brothers winning these awards,
Right.
I'm going to go for it.
And if it sucks, I'm bringing tomatoes to throw at you.
I don't care if you bring a tomato. Just bring your money to buy a ticket and come.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm gonna throw the tomato. That's why I'm gonna throw the tomato. I done spent my $2.
Brother, if you give me $20, you can go out and
my $2.
we can go outside and you can throw a tomato at me.
That's good, man. That's good.
I ain't gonna do nothing. Pick it up and eat it.
That's good, man. Speak it into existence, as they say.
Amen. I am. I'm gonna do it. I'm excited about it, and if you support me, you should too. Oh, gotta give some thanks. Last Wednesday was my birthday. I gotta thank all the people who commented, sent me messages on social media, called, text, just showed me a lot of love for my birthday last Wednesday. I don't want to get all emotional, but thank you so much for the love. On Thursday, thank you all the people who came out to the Improv Comedy Club here in Orlando to support me. We had a good crowd, and we had a great time. Thank you so much. Shout out to the Psi Theta Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority for last Saturday's step dance competition. I got to tell you a story about that, too.
Okay.
I hosted this step dance competition that was put on by the AKAs for the Tea Roses. The Tea Roses are a group of young ladies who are under the AKA. They're mentored by the AKAs, and they work in the community, but they also get scholarships. So this was their scholarship fundraiser. Okay?
So this is their youth.
This was their youth group. Yeah, and they have a great group of young ladies who were awesome. And so I gave a donation to them through my DVD sales. So everybody who came out to Robbinswood Middle School last week, thank you for your support. We had a good time there, too.
Yeah, I went there when I moved down here.
You went to Robbinswood?
Yeah.
The Archers, baby. And I gave...
Half of my 8th grade, you know. First it was 7th grade Carver Middle, and then half of 8th grade Robbinswood, you know.
Okay. So we did a nice job there, and I told everybody that bought a DVD that I give a portion of the proceeds back to the AKAs. So I did that. I also gave out several $20 bills to the kids because there were kids that weren't in the step dance competition, but they could dance. So like during intermission and breaks, we would play music, and we would tell the kids to come down and dance. So they did. And I had a dance contest during intermission, and we messed around and got involved. And I told the kids, I said that
But you pulled a hamstring trying to dance?
No, I wasn't dancing. I told the kids that I was going to give money for the best dancers. Well, there were so many kids on the floor, we had to stop first. And so I let the little babies dance. There were babies out there dancing. So I told them, I pulled out like a $10 bill, and I told them, get all of them some candy from the concession stand. I said, but make sure they eat it now, so by the time they get home, they'll be turned up. So I did that.
Great.
Then
that's great.
I got down to like 6 finalists because there was a lot of kids. I got down to the last 6 kids. And so I didn't want to just give the top 2 winners. I had first place for a boy and the first place girl.
Okay.
I didn't just want to give them money. So I wound up giving all the kids a little bit of money.
Okay.
Plus I gave a donation back to the AKAs for the people that bought my DVD, which was a lot.
That's cool.
But check this out. While I was there, I got a phone call from one of my favorite gospel artists.
Okay.
I couldn't answer the phone because I was working.
Yeah, you're about the kids working.
I saw that the call was from a restricted number. I was about to hang up. Something told me to play the message anyway.
Right.
I played the message. Bro, it was Ty Tribbett. So I'm freaking out because I'm like, what is he doing calling me?
Right.
He invited me to come out. He's doing a series called March Gladness at his church. His church is called Live Church. I went, I performed, and it was a great experience. I did a great job. But I said all that to say this. All the money that I gave out at the AKA event,
right.
This lady walked up to me at the church, and she said, I want to buy a DVD, but I also want to give you a donation.
Right.
And the donation was more than like double what I gave out.
There's a God
There's
somewhere.
a God somewhere. You have no. He can make it, but he can't take a picture of it. Listen, I want to thank that sister. I'm not going to put her name out
Right,
there, but and the amount she gave, but it just goes to show you, like several people say, Oprah says it all the time. If you give, it'll come back to you. And you know, I'm a Christian, so
You're happy to take the kind that jingles with you rather than the kind that folds.
I took the kind that folds, and I was. They say it's better to give than to receive, and I guess that's what it means because I gave freely,
Right.
and I got back more.
Right.
So to all of us out there that are really trying to help people and be a blessing to people, not just financially, but giving up your time and your resources, go ahead and do that. And I want to thank all the people for the birthday love and the people who bought my DVD and all the people, even on Facebook Live, that are watching now. Thank y'all for watching us. Thank you, all the people. Please go to our YouTube channel, The Z Files, and subscribe to us right now. We need more subscribers. Wes, tell them we need more subscribers.
Yeah, we need more subscribers, but we're gonna get there. Hopefully, we'll have the show uploaded tomorrow.
Yes,
That's the
absolutely.
plan.
We're going to
And
upload this show tomorrow. So Facebook Live watchers, make sure you come back and check us out on Facebook, or you can go to the YouTube channel, which is titled The Z Files,
Right.
and watch it. And we got a great set. You got the set looking good, Wes. Can I just give you your props, bro?
I'm trying.
Best set design. You get an Oscar, bro. You get an Oscar because you got us looking good, man.
I'm trying.
We gonna get us a little bar back here.
Right. Right.
We're gonna continue to do our best. I hope you had a good time. I hope the show was great. It's a blessing to be able to do it. We're gonna be more consistent, so make sure you check us out. I want to give a shout out to let me check out all our watchers, our viewers: Snake Lamont Brown, Vanessa Perez, Michael Tony. Who else I got on here? I saw Aisha Sharp on here. Courtney James. Hey Eve. I love Eve. That's like my big cousin. Cassandra Thomas, hey baby. Nikki Harris. Nikki says that the two ladies that be defending Donald Trump, she called them Mud and Jeff. That's why I love our viewers. We gotta watch more of these live feeds so we can get, because people be cracking and we don't even be knowing it.
Some comedians.
Rock Cobb, my brother. Tracy Dixon, Olga Casanova, what's up, baby? Haywood Cleveland, Karen M. Frederick, Cheryl Watson, Sidman R. Scott, Erica M. Winslow. I love Erica Winslow. S. Griffin, Cheryl Watson, George Phillips, and Flora Bronson, Nina Wilson. Thank you all for watching us right here on Facebook Live. This has been the Z Files. I'm Rod Z.
And I am.
This is Wesner Pierre, y'all. Thank y'all for
Mbaku.
watching. We'll see y'all next time. God bless. Watch for us on Tuesday at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. The new episode
We're gonna
5
air this. Yep.
of the Z Files will be posted on our YouTube channel, as well as Become a Rod Z Fan and my Rod Z Comedian channel. Thank you. God bless.